What's up, everybody? It's Erin.
And Nicole. This is Dude That's Fucked Up, the podcast.
Welcome.
We podding, baby. Pod.
We at the pod.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Shut up, Erin. How's
Hey, you don't
doing?
talk to my friend like that.
I know. Rude bitch.
Fucking don't be rude.
Oh, my God. I hope you're all doing well.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Dude That's Fucked Up.
Oh, my God.
Maybe it's your first time listening.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. If that's the case, welcome. Like,
Yeah.
we're about to get weird.
My God. So weird. I can't wait to laugh about all this bullshit.
I know.
My God.
Although I'm also feeling ragey about it. So it's a fine line. Very,
very uncomfortable. You know, I had to do some thought exercises for myself to decouple some ideas that I've always held. Yeah.
Oh my God. Tell me when we get to it.
Just kind of like deconstruct some of the shit that is in my brain, you know.
Oh, I might need that too. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Anyway, fun show. But before we get to that, do we have any business?
I don't think any new biz.
Yeah, just go to our website. It's DTFUpodcast.com.
Mm-hmm.
Go to our Patreon. We have a fun Patreon. We got a lot of content.
Oh my gosh.
We just recorded our commentary episode.
Yeah. On Piss Chat.
On Piss Chat. If you know, yeah, I was gonna say if you know who that is, then good on ya.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked a lot of shit about a lot of dummies that are in the news these days.
Mm-hmm.
It was really fun.
Yep.
Current events, a lot of celeb gossip that's just absolutely insane right now.
Mm-hmm. It was the hot goss roundup.
Yeehaw! Howdy, partner. That's basically how we introduced it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's our Patreon. We have one of those. Check it out. It's patreon.com/DTFU podcast. That's the biz. Anything fucked up for you this week?
Oh my gosh. Well, not personally. I mean, whatever. You know, there's stuff, you know, but
I know.
yeah, but
always,
yeah. But I did want to talk about, I sat down earlier today, Pete was in here working and I came in and was going to do a little work on the notes and stuff. And he's like, did you hear about the French soccer player who Tanya'd her teammate? And I was like, what? Oh my God.
No.
Which
what?
It's alleged. But apparently I didn't write down any of the names or anything, but I think it's like the Saint Fleur soccer team or something.
Okay.
A Parisian. I don't know why it's the Saint Germain. No, that's a liquor.
Oh, Paris Saint Germain. That is a That's a that's a soccer
maybe it
team.
is. Oh,
yeah.
And that's a women's team.
I also follow Champions League. Paris Saint Germain is Champions League as a team that's in the Champions League like all
a
the
men's
time.
Team
For men's, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And they have women's.
Okay.
Women's
I think maybe it's
too,
the women's team too. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't write down any of the details because I was like, well, I don't even know if it's true. I know it's true that so they all went to a team dinner or something, and then a bunch of teammates were riding together, and they got to one of their houses, and two masked assailants pulled one of the women out of the car and beat her legs with iron rods. I'm laughing because it's so insane. It's not funny. She's injured. She's not horrifically injured. She'll be able to play again soon-ish, but it was weird. Basically, the French police arrested one of the other players today. The girl who was driving and whose house they were at, because they got to her house and the two assailants came out and pulled the one girl out of the car. And I think the reason they arrested her and the reason there's a suspicion that she Tanya'd her teammate is because she was the alternate of the girl who was injured. So then she got put into the game. And who knows?
She was a bench player. Yeah.
Oh
my God.
Isn't
That's
that
crazy.
Wild? I know.
I can't believe people do this kind of shit and think they're not going to get caught.
I know. Well, I mean, it's still alleged at this point. I mean, like, they got a warrant and stuff, so I guess there's enough evidence, or like at least circumstantial evidence, to like bring her in for further questioning. And it sounds very sketchy, but also it's just like, yeah, why in this day and age?
I
with
just
the
think
internet and texts, like, what?
I just can't imagine being still that fucking like petty,
Yeah.
even if you're at the top of your game. Like you're playing for a very like cream of the crop fucking club team for like in Paris. Like there
Well,
should.
She wasn't playing. She was not good
Well,
enough.
but still, you're on
Yeah,
the team. You're on the team. I don't know. It's just like, I guess, I don't know. I just can't imagine having that much energy for anything.
The plan. And then you're trusting 2 men to execute this. I'm sorry.
There's where she went wrong.
There's
bitch.
where she went wrong. I mean, pull it together.
All she had to do is like a fucking weird tackle in practice, and
yeah. She fucking could have Nomi Maloned that shit and broken a wristlet or something with some beads on it. And
yeah,
like, it would have been so much better.
Yeah, like, you know what? I don't know.
I know.
It's that kind of shit just blows my mind every time. Like, people doing crimes like that. It's just, bitch, you're gonna get caught.
I know. And it's so, like you said, it's petty. It's
so
not
petty.
It's not a petty crime, but it's petty and it's a crime.
Yeah.
It is a petty crime. But
it's just like having that mentality. It's just
know.
like, what? Like, we're like, come on.
To be so desperate that's like, that you have to have someone taken out by like them wearing masks and like beating someone's legs. It's just like, I give her like diarrhea at the dinner party with like eye drops or whatever, you know? Like,
I'm saying, like, give her salmonella. Like, rub your asshole on her. Give her pink eye. I don't know. Like,
taint her plate before you serve her, you know? Like, so, with your taint.
It's, yeah, come on.
I know. There's better ways. So anyway.
And then when you pull in other people, that's where you really shit the bed.
You can't trust anyone. If you want fucking something done right, you do it yourself.
That's right.
Do
don't talk to anybody. Don't let them know. It's kind of fucked up. It's just like, I don't know. It's, man, it's sweet, but it's sad. So today was Jack's parent teacher conference for preschool.
Oh.
Like, I don't even know. I didn't go to the conference. DJ did it because I was home taking care of the baby.
Oh yeah.
And it's only one parent, like,
because of COVID rules.
Yeah, I guess we could have done a Zoom, but I don't know. I think they wanted to like talk to a parent face to face.
Yeah.
So, which, you know, it's great. And so DJ went, and he really wanted to do it. So I was like, yes, absolutely, go do it.
Yeah.
And it's just like, what is there to say? Like,
yeah, he's 3. He doesn't eat glue, which is a good.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's just like, I think it's for parents who have kids that are like kind of, you know, more intense, maybe. I don't know. They need the like progress reports. Sure. Jack is a, you know, pretty chill little buddy. So there wasn't really too much to report, apparently. I was like trying to get every like detail out of DJ. He's just like, there really wasn't much. It's like, I mean, he's 3.
Yeah.
But it's not like he's like, you know, hitting kids or acting out or being, you know, saying weird things about us.
Yeah.
You know, like,
or like drawing pictures of him killing you or whatever. Like,
yeah, he's not that advanced anyways. It's just like
yeah,
lines. It's just a pool of blood. Yeah. He's a spooky kid. Who knows? Who's to say?
Oh my gosh! But he's also not excelling at the top of his class. He's not reading A Tale of Two Cities.
I mean, come on, like, get it?
Yeah. So
I don't know what I need to do to. Yeah, there is more. We're not going to get it. DJ has this joke of him getting accepted to the Swedish or Swiss genius school. It's like some dumb thing he made up, of course. Yeah. And he like pretend does a phone call.
That's not made up. It's the Swiss School for Geniuses. Yeah, no,
yeah,
I've heard
Swiss
of that.
School for Genius. Yeah, totally. Yeah. So he's always like, Jack, you're never gonna get into into genius school if you don't step it up. It's so dumb. He like pretends he's on the phone with like he's like
Chancellor.
Hi, it's Fabian. We have a friend named Fabian who's Swiss. And he like pretends it's our friend Fabian. He's like, it's Fabian from the Swiss Genius School. He said you did a great job counting to 12. You're in. Like,
oh my God, that's
it's
funny.
so dumb.
Good job counting to 12.
We're not trying to instill that kind of weird pressure onto our child
No,
at 3.
No. It's just a fun joke for you guys.
It's just a fun joke for us.
Yeah,
yes,
that's nice. You need it.
Totally over Jack's head because he's 3.
Yeah.
But he does love pretending to talk on the phone. That's his favorite.
Oh, that's cute.
It's very cute. It's always Uncle Brett. Always my brother.
Oh, that's so cute.
He's always like, oh yeah, hey Uncle Brett, it's there's trucks. That's the conversation. Yep, I'm at the construction site. It's trucks.
There's an excavator here.
Literally, that's the conversation.
Yeah.
So.
Oh my God. What an angel.
He is such a boy. And I almost cringe saying that because the thing that we're about to talk about is very, 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 very much that weird thing of boys having a certain interest in one thing and everything being, trucks and cars and blue and girls being into dolls and all this. We're talking about unnecessarily gendered items today, like to the point of hilarity.
Yeah, or like real cringe.
Real cringe, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's very, very ridiculous.
Oh
so we're gonna talk about some of that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was a listener requested topic.
Yeah, someone joined the Facebook group. We don't keep track of names and stuff because we also don't collect like anyone's approval when they answer the questions. So I don't know who this person was, but thank you for the suggestion. It was a really funny concept and we were into it immediately. And there's so many fun like BuzzFeed articles that did a majority of the work for us. So bless. And yeah,
I found a full ass Pinterest board of of it, and there's a wonderful subreddit of unnecessarily gendered products.
Yes, and I really spent a lot of time in there. People, it's funny also like people's responses to them. Some people are not in on the joke. That's the thing always. But yeah, and we should also say, like, if you send us, Erin plugged our website earlier. There's a form on there. If you want to pitch a topic to us, you can just go fill out that form. It could be anonymous. You could leave your name. You can ask for a shout out. You can not. But either way, we all, like, read all of the suggested topics and we add them to our Slack channel and we have discussions about them and we might get to it at some point.
Yeah, we've been pulling a lot of listener suggested topics lately. Just because it's a wild world and it's hard to suss through it all sometimes and try to find humor in some of the topics too. Yeah. So some stuff that's suggested to us is a little bit too heavy, but some stuff is right up our alley, just like this particular topic.
Oh my God.
So yeah, let's just get into it.
Yeah.
Like for decades now, marketing departments have marketing departments for everything from candy companies to hygiene products to kids' toys have doubled and tripled down on the gender binary marketing strategy. You know, the his and her razors, sunglasses, even chapstick. Like there's like a pink chapstick. Like it's just
the ingredients aren't different.
They're not. It's stupid.
It's just fucking pink.
Yeah, it's going to moisturize your lips just the same. Body wash. Like cherry blossom can't be smelled by men? Like, come on.
Well, they don't want to smell like a girl, Erin.
So dumb.
I know.
The positions of the buttons on our button-down shirts. Like ours are on one side, men's are on the other, and it's just always been that way, and it's gendered and it's stupid. Pink for girls, blue for boys. He gets a truck, she gets a doll. We're very, very, we're all working and living and absorbing the gender binary all the time because of marketing departments marketing food to us, fucking drinks to us,
oh my God,
alcohol. Everything you could think of that we consume on a daily basis, whether we pay attention to it or not, is kind of just in our face like that. So, but in the past couple decades, it's reached ridiculous levels of companies just creating products that are needlessly gendered. Like some stuff. Yes, makes sense. Like even razors I could kind of get on board with, even though I've always used a men's razor. Like I understand, like sometimes the head needs to be bendy so you could get your fucking knees,
But the head needs to be bendy so you could get your fucking chin. Like
true.
Or a mole. Like, it's so wild.
Also, you think I don't shave my face? Come on.
Yeah.
Like
women shave their face.
I
don't because I don't care. But
I just shave my mustache.
Oh, okay, yeah. Or like right here, like sometimes women have like hair on the sides of
like
their face.
downy hair.
Yeah, and the makeup sits better when it's a clean shaven face. So it's
so yeah. There's some stuff that like it makes sense, but then nowadays it has gotten out of control, out of fucking control. And if you have been to the grocery store or any kind of store, you've probably seen some of these things and been like, that's fucking stupid. So let's talk about some of the most insane examples we could find. God. And then we'll get into we'll talk about like the harm this marketing practice has done to generations of people. Yeah. Maybe. And maybe we'll have some ideas and thoughts and feelings about how to kind of deprogram our brains from the unnecessary gender binary that is constantly bombarding us through everyday products that we consume.
For truly no reason.
Yeah. What is the reason? Okay. The first example that I could find that is just absolutely fucking
my favorite
ridiculous.
One on here. I saw it and I was like, well, this is it.
Yeah, we don't need it. We don't need to go any further.
It. Yeah.
Somebody took a picture of 2 boxes of Dulcolax. One on the left is a regular, the green regular fucking packaging. Yeah. And the one on the right is pink. Obviously, the one on the right that's pink is for women.
It says for women on it. Yeah.
And there's another picture I saw of the same thing, but just in a grocery store where it's the same price. Yeah. But the one for women says it's women's gentle laxative and it says new value size, yet it has 10 fewer tablets than the original regular fucking just regular ass Dulcolax.
Yeah, but it's worth it for the dainty Rhea.
Like, I cannot even fucking believe this shit. What the fuck do you think you're doing, Dulcolax?
I hate it so much. It's like, how is giving me diarrhea any different than it is giving a man? Is it like, it's not even the strength of the tablet.
There's no difference in anything at all with this product. It's the same fucking milligrams. Yeah. It's the same ingredients. There is nothing different about it except for the fact that the packaging is pink. Yeah. And there's 10 fewer tablets in the package.
And it says for women in all caps. And it says gentle enough for sensitive stomachs. Which, why are women, because women are sensitive? Like, so they have sensitive stomachs? Like, there's no scientific anything to back this up.
Then why? Yeah, it's like men have sensitive stomachs too. Yeah. Like, fuck off. It's so stupid.
It's so stupid.
Oh, this one just really, really grinds my gears.
Also, like, what does it mean? Like, let's say these products were different. Like, how is a woman's diarrhea different? Like, is it like, your farts smell like a rose, or like your diarrhea farts, like, oh no, I smell roses. It's time for me to diarrhea. I better get to the gynecologist so they could suck it out. Like, what is that? Like, what?
I guess it'd be one thing if it was like for sensitive stomachs, like, and it was like a lower like dosage, but it's not.
It's
There's
not.
nothing
I know.
different about it.
And also, women don't. I mean, I don't know the research on this, but I can almost bet money. I can bet money that like stomachs, there's no gender to a stomach. Like there's no difference between a man's stomach and a woman's stomach. So it shouldn't even be that women are getting marketed to for having sensitive stomachs.
Yeah. It's crazy.
It feels very Victorian era, like the vapors, or like
100%.
Yeah. It's very...
Madam, you can only tolerate 5 leeches, not 10 like your husband.
Yes. I'm sorry, but I'm sorry
we
to
need
tell
to
you that.
balance the humors.
What is it called when they had like hysteria? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's that.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, the next one I found.
Oh my God.
Do you want to describe this one?
I want to describe the next one. So, okay. I'm sorry, but a bath bomb is too feminine. It is not a bath bomb. We men know you could call it a bomb and it sounds very hardcore and militant, but they know it's not a bomb by looking at it. It's very colorful and fun. So what we have to do if we're going to market bath products to men is we have to call it something more severe. And so instead of bath bomb, we're selling man grenade bath blasters.
And it's in the shape of a grenade.
Shape of a grenade. And it'll fucking take your testicles and your legs off in the bath, and also you'll be very relaxed.
You're not a man if you can't handle a man grenade bath blaster.
I hate it. So, and like this sort of thing is
and
like,
of course it's blue.
Of course it's blue. Yeah. And there's no like it probably smells like, oh, actually it looks like it's okay. Drop in and enjoy the bath of heroes with its explosive rush of black pepper and rosemary pure essential oils. Black pepper? Why do I want to smell like a salad?
I ain't trying to make people sneeze out here.
Rosemary and black pepper. I'm not trying to smell like potatoes. I'm not trying to smell like fucking roasted potatoes. Get the fuck out of here. But maybe a man is. I guess that's the difference.
Yeah.
This is where I'm torn, because it's like, this is a funny stocking stuffer or something. You know, it's like, I got you this bath blaster. And there's something funny about it. But
yeah, like your masculinity is super fragile, right?
Yeah.
I thought this was perfect for you.
I wasted $10 on this gift that you're never going to use.
Yeah, it's going to sit in your bathroom cupboard for 5 years and disintegrate.
Yeah, and then someone
and lose all of its black pepper and rosemary scent. And then you'll have to detonate it at a you'll have to call the bomb squad probably.
Oh my God.
Guys,
you'll have to get the SWAT team in here for your bath time. Oh. It's like Bravo 1 to Alpha 12. We have an incident. I need to wash these pits and bits. Over and out. I don't know. Fucking who cares?
I hate it so much.
But let's talk about the next one, because I hate everything about it.
This is truly pathetic. Okay, this one that I found is Adam Carolla's Mangria. Like, because men can't just drink sangria. Like, that's just too feminine. But never fear, men who like sangria, who've ever dared to let it touch your lips. If you like sangria, Adam Carolla has the answer for you, so that you don't look like a pansy, I guess. He made you mangria. It combined. It says the ad is as follows. Adam Carolla's mangria is here. Combining red wine and the smooth, sweet flavors and aromas of plum, cherry, orange, and citrus. Mangria tastes delicious and is great for any occasion, from appetizers to barbecues to midnight cocktails. Serve over ice.
Mangria.
It's just sangria. You don't need to like call it mangria. Like, come on.
I know. It's honestly also Adam Carolla.
It's very funny.
It probably tastes fine, but like looking at Adam Carolla, I would guess this tastes like a dirty ashtray and like toilet wine.
Of course. Yeah, this
is
made in a toilet.
Yeah.
This is made in prison and in a toilet.
He's exploiting people in prison and getting free labor to make this mangria because he seems like someone who would do that.
Oh my God. Well,
I hate it.
If you need mangria, it exists.
Also, it's $20, and I'm pretty sure you can find just a great sangria for way less than that at like Trader Joe's.
Dude, if you don't want people to know that you like sangria, just make it at home. It's just red wine and fucking like some orange
Also,
liqueur
what's wrong with liking sangria? It fucking tastes like punch. It's good.
Dude, there are no men that I know that are this toxic.
Fragile. I know. No, I would never.
That, like I like even the men that I know that are like, kind of conservative, like are still like pretty chill about their cocktails. They're like, fuck yeah, I like pink drinks. Like they taste good.
Yeah. Also in this, I mean, maybe at a college or something, this is more, and I'm sure this is like marketed to like barely of age people. But I feel like, at some point, like you outgrow all this crap. And also just with cocktail culture, like tiki cocktails and all these cocktails that are like craft cocktails would traditionally be like a girly drink. But also like there's never a girl. Like it's so dumb. No, cocktails aren't gendered.
Yeah. Well, Adam Carolla made it gendered.
Yeah.
So I think it is all very tongue. I think it's all very tongue in cheek. Like I know that we're not that like, precious about it, but it is like somebody's going to buy it, and be serious about it. So
I mean, let us not forget he was on a show called The Man Show, and that was not tongue in cheek and was very toxic. Yeah.
And that's the brand that he's tried to ride for the past, however many decades. So,
and I feel like what people I think don't like Jimmy Kimmel because he was on that show, but I say bless Jimmy Kimmel because he has grown so far past that and is like way more normal now. So good for him.
Yeah.
Oh my God. The next thing
you want to talk about this next
thing? The next thing Erin wants to talk about is gendered sleeping bags, because sleeping is gendered.
They're like those mummy sleeping bags, that
and
are like
there's no difference.
They're literally exactly the same. I think maybe the men's like the top of it is like, because it's like it's wide at the top and then kind of tapers down to the feet.
Yeah.
I think maybe wider. The top is a little wider, but like that's stupid. Like thinking that men have broader shoulders than women. I'm sorry, my shoulders are broader than DJ's. Also, I have titties, so
yeah, and
like you have to
hips. Okay, so my mummy bag better be like this, like coming down, and then it better have like an out, like a little bubble, and then it better go back in.
Yeah, I need that pear shape for my mummy sleeping bag.
Yeah,
it's so dumb. They're literally, the pictures are exactly the same.
And like, but one's red and one's blue. It's like, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no. Oh, does this go with the bath grenades?
Yeah, the next example that I found that is so funny is another bath product, of course.
Oh my God.
It's Dial for Men, like Dial soap. And it has hand grips on it. Like Like it and somebody tweeted it and it says, I need a tactical grip on my man soap so I won't drop and shatter my fragile masculinity.
Oh my God. Well, that's fair.
I mean, what it looks like a gun grip almost.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's so dumb.
It's so dumb. But you know, when you're completing the mission of
being completely alone in your shower, washing your body like you're supposed to, you don't ever for one moment want to feel not masculine. Jesus Christ.
It's so like, oh my God, don't touch your dick and balls with this women's soap. Touch it with the most masculine soap you can find. Dial for men. And like, I understand. Yeah. I understand that there are like maybe differences in smell or whatever. Mm-hmm. But I don't think that's also something we've been conditioned. Girls don't just like the smell of flowers. It's so weird.
No,
it's
I hate floral scented things. It gives me a headache.
Yeah. So it's like, what the fuck? Like, what are we doing here? Like, we don't need to be differentiating soaps. You can just say what the smell is, and also just say it has a non-slip grip for anyone. For anyone's hands. Yeah.
Ugh, so exhausting.
Well, okay. This next one is it's a ladies' tool set, and I saw so many of these on so many different lists, and honestly, it's just pink. And this is something that is sold to women. It's a fucking tool. Why do I need my tools pink? It's an electric drill or whatever. Like, it's so weird.
Because if you're working on something, you're too masculine, so you need it to be pink, so everybody knows you're not a butch lady. Like,
oh my God, yeah. Oh, we wouldn't want anyone to think you were a man from behind. What if they only saw your tool and saw nothing else? And it's like, well, who cares? Why does it matter?
Listen, this is internalized misogyny, and it is. Women feel that they need to like still be dainty or still be ladylike or womanly while doing masculine activities.
Yeah.
So what is a fucking masculine activity though? Like, please, like, I'm nailing a nail into a piece of wood is somehow masculine. I don't know. Like, fixing something is masculine. Like,
yeah. Because women weren't traditionally taught that, because we're only taught from the beginning to be dainty and feminine so that men like us, and that's what we trade on. That's like how we're able to survive in the world. Mm-hmm. And it's like, that's what it all comes down to. Even this, it's like, okay, well, if you do have to fix something in your home, make sure you do it in the most ladylike way. We have this lady tool set. It's pink.
Don't touch your husband's tools.
Yeah.
He'll be so mad.
Oh my God. You know how you tell your husband to stay out of the kitchen? Well, he tells you to stay out of his tools. It's like, what? This is insane. Could you imagine being in a relationship like that? No, we couldn't.
Yeah. So pink tools, and then that's, you know how we feel about it.
Yeah. The next two are kind of together if you want to talk about those.
As a parent, this kind of shit
oh my God,
makes me feel so gross and cringy whenever I see it. As
a human on this planet, it makes me feel cringy and gross.
Yeah, it's the shirts for like little babies and toddlers that say things like lock up your daughters, and for like a boy. Yeah. And then does this diaper make my butt look big? Like
for a girl.
Like and then there's a picture of some some bibs. The one on the left says boy genius, and the one right next to it is for a girl that is pink and purple, obviously. So it's for a girl, and it says ready for my selfie. So only boys can be smart, and girls are vapid idiots that take hashtag selfies all the time. So This kind of shit though really fucking bums me out and makes me feel really itchy.
At least the lock up your daughter's one is somewhat accurate if the boy
becomes a piece of shit.
Yeah. Or like is a straight male because
No.
statistically
They should be locked up, not the girls.
Yeah, I know.
Not the other way around.
Yeah. But it's like, hey, I'm a predator. It's like, oh yeah, we know.
Yeah. Don't let your daughter anywhere near me because I'm a predator. Like what?
I'm gonna grow up to be a predator.
It's just so bizarre. All these like little sayings like I'm a heartbreaker or whatever. It's like it's like sexualizing a toddler. Like what?
It's weird. It's so like why are we already carrying what? Yeah. Why are we already carrying?
Why are we putting this like, stereotype and trope onto a literal child who's a blob who doesn't have any kind of like
it's a blob.
It's the same kind of thing. Like I don't know. It's I kind of feel the same way about like political ideology with like children, like using your child as a billboard.
At like a protest and shit. Which I have definitely done that. So don't at me, but you know what I mean. It's like you buy but this is like the specifically like the very gendered like toxic stereotypical kind of shit that you find on shirts for little babies and toddlers that is just so inappropriate that really 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 bums me out. So they should make sex offenders wear the lock up your daughter's shirt but in this size, like
lock me up. I just
it's like a tiny little shirt.
It just fits on their forearm. It's like
you're like, oh no, they have to squeeze into it. It's part of it, because then everyone knows like stay away from that man.
Yeah. In more ways than one.
Yeah. Okay. We know I hate this one just from looking at it.
This is so bad. Also. Okay, go. You just go.
Okay. I'm also realizing we could have done another visual episode, but we didn't. So don't go running to YouTube unless you want to. Because these aren't going to be there. But okay, they have gendered Bibles. So there's like
is it different content? I'm so confused.
Yeah, you know what? I bet it is. Because I think it's like these are little like I think they're like little Bible what's it called?
Like Bible study, like supplemental kind of, prayer guides or whatever.
Yeah, little guides that like are supplemental to the Bible, I think. Or it's like the Bible, but it has little exercises in it and stuff.
Like little devotionals, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, because the girls' one is called God's Little Princess Devotional Bible. And there's stuff in there about like protecting your flower and like all this weird shit, and being submissive and
it's by Sheila Walsh. Like, I thought this was the Bible. Like,
well, who wrote the Bible? We don't know.
Yeah. King James.
Sheila's like, I'm taking credit for this one, boys.
Yeah. Hashtag girl boss.
Oh my God. Also, the boys one says Niv Boys.
It's a New International Version. That's the translation version of the Bible.
Gross.
And it's like a corrugated steel looking cover, and then it's so funny. And then the girls one is like has a tiara and it's pink. It's like,
oh my God. I hate it. Okay, the next one.
If Jesus came down and saw that shit, he would send everybody to hell. Oh my God.
But they're respective gendered hells.
Yeah. Always separate the girls and boys in hell.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, this next one is a game. Did you guys know that there is a women's version of Monopoly? It's called Ms. Monopoly. And I don't know if this is a parody or not, but the tagline on it is, and first of all, it's like a woman, like cartoon woman in a blazer, holding a cup of coffee. Okay, and it's like she's a businesswoman, and it says the tagline on the box is the first game where women make more than men.
Oh, so rude.
Wait, how many games where like are we talking like the game of life? Like what? I don't know.
I think that it's like there's never been any games where women make more money than men, and that counts in real life too.
Oh my God.
I think it's real, but now that you said that, I'm second guessing. I was trying to look like real close at the picture to see if it has any like branding on it. There's maybe up in the right hand corner, but I don't know. Yeah, we don't need Ms. Monopoly. Also, it's like, oh, also she's single because you can't have a career and a family.
Yeah, no.
And also, she looks like a bitch.
Her eyebrows are mean.
Also, she spends too much money on her jewelry and coffee. And she's the boss. And she has her arm on her shoulder. She looks sad and lonely. And she's never going to be happy. But she makes more money. Like, it's like, everybody calm down.
Monopoly. Yeah.
Monopoly. Okay. They also make dryer sheets for men. Bounce dryer sheets. Not something.
Bounce, get it together.
Like, is there also like Tide for men? Like, there must also be other laundry shit.
You know what? It's so absurd because if you're going to make something for men that's a laundry like product, that's assuming that men do their own laundry. Mm-hmm. And I thought that wasn't the case. Bounce.
Sick
if you're
burn.
I don't know.
You're right. That's like making fucking dish soap for men. It's still women in all these commercials. Women are always doing the fucking dishes.
I know.
It fucking pisses me off.
I know.
Stop making Dawn. I would like to speak with your manager.
Dawn.
I'm
Get it
fired
together. Oh my God. Yeah. Bounce making dryer. Like, what is a dryer sheet for a man? I guess it's the scent. I don't know. And again, if that's the case, give it to me. I like that smell. I like those types of smells. Like, come on.
But like, it already just smells like detergent. I don't know. Yeah. And their slogan is for men and those who smell them.
Okay. The last one on our little list here is a product called War Paint. Mm-hmm. It says it's a black like little canister.
Yeah.
It says
tub.
War Paint for men, and it's concealer.
Yeah.
All it is concealer. Like,
which it's like just
men
can wear concealer.
I bet this shit is cakey as hell and isn't blendable and has like 3 shades. Like,
it was probably tested on animals. I don't know that. I'm just saying.
Like, just buy the fucking NARS. Like, come on. Like,
I know.
It's okay.
Hi. There's a whole group of women and gay men out here, and we have been testing these products for we cannot tell you how long, and we know which ones are good. You don't need to come onto the market with this new fucking basic ass shit.
No.
With no brand awareness. No.
Also, like, if you're, I don't know, if you're going to do it right. You know, get something that's blendable that isn't obvious that you're wearing makeup. Like, if you're so concerned about it, like, who gives a fuck?
It's also like we have to call it war paint because otherwise it's embarrassing, men. Which is like what the fucking through line of all of this is.
Yes.
The through line of it is like, especially when it's the reverse and men are being marketed, quote unquote, traditionally like female products. It's always you don't want to be embarrassed. So here we tried to make it the least embarrassing we could. And all that's doing is shaming women because it's like women are embarrassing.
It's shaming both men and women.
True. But it's like built in shaming women.
Yes, but it's also bolstering that idea that as a man, we need to protect your manliness.
You're right. Yeah.
You know, it's like enshrining and like separating both in a binary way, both men and women. And it's fucked up. And it's like marketing strategies from like such a bygone era. It's like the 1950s, and our marketing departments have been doing it for so long. And I think finally, like, the past maybe couple years, things have gotten a little bit more gender neutral. Like I feel like it's just so obvious now and so weird, and people are like calling it out in ways that are like, we've all seen the like Bic pens, the Bic pens for women, like on Amazon. People have called that shit out and ripped it to shreds, and it's just parody at this point, I think, in a lot of people's minds. But this is real. Like there's still real examples of this happening. Like we picked the most ridiculous examples just to like kind of shit on it and be silly and funny about it. But if you really like look closely at the everyday products that you buy, like your shampoo, stuff that shouldn't matter, and should just be made good for everybody. Like, like men shouldn't have to use shitty shampoo.
No.
Like, you know what I mean? It shouldn't just be like a 7-in-1 that they're putting on their heads. Like, they're allowed to have nice shampoo too. And it doesn't have to be like, it doesn't have to be
like
a
a workhorse.
thing.
Oh yeah. And it doesn't have to be like
mean?
a shampoo, conditioner, body wash, shaving cream, mouthwash, toothpaste. Like,
yeah, I was just watching that Big Mouth episode. the Tom's of Maine. It's a 7-in-1. It's dish soap and toothpaste and mouthwash. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So it's just like it's shitty to men and it's shitty to women. It's talking down to men, and it's also just like making women's products look like so ridiculous in comparison too.
Yeah, that's true also.
So
there's also a holiday that's gendered. I mean, there's probably more than one, but this one just happened. November 1st is also known as National Men Make Dinner Day. So just one day a year.
Whoever made that, fuck you.
Yeah. One day a year, the men can make dinner. Any other day of the year, though, that is on the woman, especially if it's her birthday and or Mother's Day. She should still be responsible. So, all right. Yeah. So not only is this like damaging because of just like how people think about gender and how people think about what's appropriate, and there's this shame, and it keeps, like you were saying, like this binary in play, and it keeps like toxic masculinity at play. Like there's just like all this shit that it's like keeping alive essentially when we do this to products.
It rekindles the idea that there's a narrow perception of gender. You know, it keeps gender in these two boxes that are very separate from each other, and makes people feel like I have to have these attributes to be able to use this product. I am a man, so I have to have these attributes. This is what I'm looking for in a product. It's like, that's, and it's like making our brains think that we need to be a certain way. Like, it's like hand in hand, I guess. It's hard. Yeah. I don't know if I explained that right, but.
No. I know what you mean. And it's also like, I do want to acknowledge, like, yes, there is marketing that is for women specifically, for products that are for women specifically, like tampons, for example. Like, yes, you can market those to women. You could market whatever you want to women if you know that they're your buying group, but it's generally more specific than that. And
also men get periods too. Like, trans men have periods too. So
it could just be marketed to people.
Just to people, like shit just needs to be marketed to people. So like, this is like the whole thing of like, you have to be wearing a 50s house dress to buy this product, you know, kind of thing. Like,
yeah. Everything needs to be broken down. What I was saying is, like, I guess there's No. I guess it doesn't need to be like. The products we were talking about are unnecessarily gendered. There's no need for pens or fucking, like bounce sheets. Like, those don't need to be gendered, and it's silly that they are, and like the marketing teams need to do better, and it's just capitalism. Like, doing its thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where this next thing comes into play, which is the pink tax, which sounds like a fake thing, and it's something that's been like a buzz phrase for a long time, but it is truly a real thing. And I was going to say it's the idea of, but it's the reality that products marketed to women generally cost more for literally no reason aside from gender-based discrimination. And this isn't a theory. It was proven by the New York Department of Consumer Affairs in 2015, and they did a study. They looked at tons of comparable items, and they looked at the versions. Like, these items are not different. It's like the Dulcolax. These items are not different in terms of like the composition of the medicine, for example, but they are marketed to men and to women specifically. And in this study, they found that on average, products marketed to women were 7% more expensive, which I bet if we did the math, I know that those cost the same, but there was less pills in the women's box. I wonder if it would be like, there would be a percentage that it technically was more expensive, like per unit. And this also applies to products marketed to not just men and women, but boys and girls, like toys and clothes and stuff.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
It's just as prevalent with children. So some examples, like girls' toys cost on average 7% more than boys' toys. And there was a study. In this study, there was a side-by-side comparison of a Radio Flyer scooter. It was exactly the same scooter. It was like made in the same place, literally exactly the same. But the boys' one, quote unquote, or like the regular one, was red, and the girls' one was pink. And everything, it was all identical except the color. But the red one was $24.99, and the pink one was $49.
What the fuck?
It was twice as expensive. And all it was pink.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, because I bought a pink bike for Jack because it was the only one in stock. And the
was
other
it
one
more expensive? Do you know?
Yeah, maybe. No, I think it was cheaper, but the other one wasn't in stock. So I don't know.
I think it can go both ways. Like sometimes the quote unquote women's one is cheaper because it's a thing that like
is not like girls aren't supposed to have.
Yes.
They yeah.
Like maybe tools or something. Like you might, or they might be on sale more often because it's like not something that women are out buying, I guess.
Yeah. So Jack has a pink bike because I was like this is on sale and
it's a bike.
Who gives a fuck? Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Oh my God. Well, they also found that girls' clothes were 4% more expensive than boys' clothes. Men's clothing was 8% less expensive than women's clothes. And the largest discrepancy came, and this is no surprise, because I think this is where the marketing is very hard, like it's hard gender lines, is in personal care and hygiene products, where women's products cost 13% more than men's. And razors are a good example, because that shit was called out around that same time when like those shave clubs came out and stuff, and they started marketing to women because they're like,
yeah,
you're paying too much for razors. Razors are all the same. Buy these ones are $1. Yeah.
I literally, that's like one of the things that I've always been cognizant of, like since I was like first shaving. I was like, why do I need this Venus one when the like, Mach 3 Turbo is literally like $5 cheaper? It's so ridiculous. Like, it's, I don't know. It's truly bizarre. That study's crazy, and it's true. The pink tax is something that, like, especially for like feminine care, is so offensive. Like, women actually like need those things.
It's a necessity. Yeah,
it's a necessity. It is like,
it should be free.
It should be free. And I think in some countries they've like they've instilled laws where that kind of shit is either free or it's like tax free. Yeah. Like very inexpensive. It's just, it makes no sense. Yeah. So
yeah.
It's exhausting.
It's so exhausting. It's like, Yeah. I mean, it's hard to unpack this stuff. Like you were saying earlier, it's like, oh, I'm like, we're so indoctrinated from the moment we grow up and like, or we're born and we're kids, you know, and we're growing up and we're like learning.
We're
these things.
socialized.
We're
from
socialized
a very young age
to be gendered.
Yeah.
It's not innate that a child would like a doll versus a car. That is not something that is you're born with. It's just not. It's a preference that you learn through socializing with other children and from being given those things and being told that's for you. You know?
And
like,
even and it's just like a lot of subconscious stuff too, that children pick up on, like seeing how their parents interact with the world. Stuff that you might not realize you're doing, like from all the little like chores that you do around the house to how you speak to people, to how you interact with your family members, to like just, you know, the type of things you watch on TV that you don't even notice yourself that children pick up on. So it's all from a very young age. The like idea of the gender binary is like hammered into our brains constantly. So I think it is very hard to kind of deprogram this way of thinking from, especially, you know, an adult person who's just gone along in life and not realized it. And it's just so second nature to just like assume things. And that's why I think we have such a hard time. And a lot of this shit has trickled down and become very toxic and violent towards non-binary people, towards trans people, and has created this like super pushback lately with, you know, a lot of like the bathroom bills and shit like that. Like it all kind of trickles down into these policies that we might not think of or think even have an effect on our everyday lives, but they do for some people. And I think it's like, it's learning about this and reading about this shit today and just like looking at pictures and being like, why does this exist? Why is this like this? It's so like in your face and stupid, but people really truly glom onto it. And that's how they, you know, pick things throughout their day. They let like marketing departments choose for them. And that's how they shape their lives. So
oh my God,
you gotta like think about that and how that, I don't know, how that kind of affects other people who might not be comfortable in that gender binary. So I don't know.
We all have examples of that. Like we all have things where it's like you're told that you should like this thing based on your gender. And you're like, I don't know. That's not for me. And it's like, what?
Yeah.
You don't like Barbies? You don't like whatever, you know, ballet, or you don't, I don't know, a dress.
You don't own a dress? Yeah.
And it's like,
you don't have any high heels, like, you know, like, little stuff like that just.
And you're like, well, that doesn't, who cares? Like, it's, everyone has those things because those things aren't innately anything. They're, it's just something that we've decided as a society at some point is more feminine or whatever. And so girls have to have this thing. It's so weird. Yeah. And also like bathrooms. Did you see that meme where someone was like, there should, bathrooms shouldn't be gendered. They should only be determined by if you have to go number 1 or number 2.
Listen.
I'm like on board for that, I think. Pop in and make a number 1 or pop in and then the number 2 bathrooms are like very loungy and have better air filtration and shit.
It'll destigmatize pooping too.
Yeah, I know.
Pooping in public.
Yeah. Cuz men and women will be pooping in the same areas, and so men will have to deal with it like face to face.
And also they'll like have to get their shit together literally and like not be disgusting.
Not be disgusting. And same in the number 1 bathroom.
Some women are pretty disgusting too, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, they are. Yeah, I know.
So I don't know.
Because it's just people. It's just people.
we talk about stuff all the time in very gendered terms,
Mhm.
and it's all a work in progress.
Yeah.
And
who knows if we even did well in this episode, but
we're trying, man.
Yeah.
You know, I have a non-binary sib kid,
Mhm.
and I have learned so much from them in the past couple years,
yeah.
and it's so important to just try, you know. And
Yeah.
it's respect, like
Yeah.
pure and simple. It's love and respect for
Mhm.
people
Yeah.
in this world who have a different, you know, have a different feeling about everything in this world than you
Mhm.
do. And it's
Yeah.
like, if you can't understand that, I don't know what to tell you. So
I know.
just try. Just
Yeah.
try. I mean, look at these ridiculous products. Like,
It's so dumb. I hate that I've wasted money on some of this shit. Not anything we talked about
know.
today, but like
we've all
razors.
been we've all been
Yeah.
trapped. We've all been taken in by marketing departments.
It's also like I
still am. I don't.
Me too. I still am. I'm not. Listen, I'm a human. It's yeah.
It's psychology. Yeah.
I've already bought. I've already checked out twice at Sephora during this savings event or whatever. It's like the holiday, like whatever their Sephora Rouge or whatever VIP thing is.
Mm-hmm.
I've already bought 2 orders of stuff.
Oh, don't remind me that I need to check in.
I need one more thing because I'm actually running out. And I was like, oh no, I just bought stuff I wanted and not what I needed.
Oh, I need to get free shipping.
Oh. It's so dumb. But it truly does make me wonder, like, you know, and I've had these conversations with Pete and I get very fiery because I'm like, you think I liked Barbies, like, because I just liked them? No, like there's no way that there's no difference between I also really liked video games and I also really liked playing with my brother's like race car tracks and like but those weren't mine.
Yeah.
And that's not the toys I was given, and it's like
I played with my brother's Days of Thunder fucking race car track like every day. Like and then I'd go make my Barbie scissors. So like what do you like this is how kids play.
This is how kids play. My, I mean, I had a Barbie Burger King, and they would take their limo to Barbie Burger King. Okay, I truly this pandemic, and especially like while I've been in like this grief cloud, and I'm just doing things that make me like feel comforted. Like I'm doing a lot of drawing and stuff, and I'm spending a lot of time by myself, and it's like making me feel. I don't remember this, but now I'm starting to remember. I spent so much time in my room by myself, entertaining myself. And I'm like, oh, this makes so much sense.
When I was little, I used to pretend I was an adult and my room was an apartment.
Me too.
And I'd go to the kitchen.
That's so on brand
and that
for
was
us.
That was going down to the deli, and I'd make myself a sandwich and I'd wrap it up in paper towels like I'd seen in like movies or whatever, like how you get it at a deli.
Yeah, you roll it.
I'd never been to a deli before. I don't know what the fuck but I'd like wrap up my sandwich and then I'd like take it to my room and I'd be like, I have my takeout, you know?
I got it to go. Oh my God.
And honestly, that was great practice for when I lived alone in the city.
Yeah. I know exactly. Oh my God. I know. I had a desk and
I had my cat. Yeah.
Yeah. I had like stationery and stuff, and I would
Yes.
like write little letters and like listen to my own music. But I also spent multiple hours recording myself singing and then listening and then recording. So I was doing a lot of weird shit.
Yeah.
Well, what else? Is that it?
I think so. We rambled a lot. Thanks for sticking with us if you're still listening. Oh my God. Now you know all about our childhoods and I don't know.
Some of it.
Hey, listen, next time you're in like Target or you're in you're shopping on Amazon or whatever, just look at some of the prices of the different and how gendered everything is. It's truly wild. Whenever I have to buy something for the boys, I'm always like, why does this have to be blue? Like, can it just be gray? Like, can it just be like, I don't want it to be any color. Like, let's get past this here. So I don't know.
Yeah. All
Anyway,
right. Well,
right.
follow us on social medias at DTFU Podcast, all the places.
Yeah, go to our website, dtfupodcast.com.
Mm-hmm.
Go to our Patreon.
Yeah, I was going to say Patreon's where it's at, baby.
Extra content, bonus content.
You want the content? We got it for you. And it's
Premium content. All right. Well, that's all I got.
all right.
Be excellent to yourselves.
And each other.
Bye-bye.
Bye.